Heads up. If you have kids around,
parental advisory is in effect.
This is the Bonus Bone Podcast with Lamont and Tonelli.
It's like water torture.
Baby Huey.
Chasta.
And Joe Hawk.
Welcome back, friends, to the Bonus Bone Podcast. We have almost the whole crew today.
Yeah.
Chasta, Lamont, Baby Huey, Joe Hawk. Tonelli is out because he has a question mark illness.
Right.
Which we think we know what it is, but we'll just leave that there.
Jeez, it's not like it's the Black Plague or anything. Jeez.
I mean, it kind of is.
Is he getting his liver transplanted?
Yes, finally.
He's finally getting a stent on his liver.
He's getting that new liver. Hallelujah for Tonell. Now, we are here to talk about today. We're talking about pet peeves.
Oh, I could do 3 hours on this. Everything annoys me.
I was going to say, for Lamont, it should be, what do you not have a pet peeve about? So let's just start with you. Just throw some against the wall.
I'm going to give you a real-life example, okay? I recently went on vacation.
Yeah.
When I was on vacation, there was someone on my vacation. I don't want to name names, but I will tell you that person was chewing friggin' gum and just like...
Oh, smacking? Oh, my God.
And I'm trying to watch a TV show, and all I hear is...
In your room?
In the house I was at.
In the house you were at?
Yeah, and I'm so everyone's watching TV, and I am just concentrating on... I didn't freaking hear a word of that freaking TV show.
This just turned into an ASMR podcast.
I am stuck there.
Once again.
I am stuck in this house for 2 hours.
Oh, my God.
As a visit, and there was gum. I just felt like saying, are you freaking kidding me? How much noise can you make when you chew shit?
My brother will bite your head off if you do that. It is his biggest pet peeve. When I was a little kid.
He's like me.
Oh, my God. If I would be eating in front of him and I would smack, he would be like, are you kidding? Like, he would just start yelling at me in a restaurant.
And there are things that I understand. Like if you eat chips, okay?
Yeah.
And you're sitting there and you're eating, let's say, nachos with cheese, and you take a bite of the nacho and everyone's eating, that I understand.
Yeah.
But if you're just sitting there cracking your gum and smacking your gum, and everyone else is doing something, I'm just like, are you kidding me?
So did you say something?
No, it was eating me up.
Hold on. We have a moment in time.
Yes.
Lamont kept his mouth shut with something like this must have been somebody you either respect.
No.
No.
I didn't want to start another fight over something else I said.
Wait, another fight?
Just it would have been, what is wrong with this guy? He's complaining about everything.
Oh, so you were like, all right, I gotta pick my battles.
You gotta pick your battles.
Okay, that's a good one. Speaking of travel, I'll throw one in. Airplane etiquette. Oh my God.
I just been off an airplane. Let me tell you, keep on going.
Oh.
There's so many things I could say, but my icky one, the one that just makes me want to vomit, is when somebody takes off their shoes and then they stick their feet on the armchair, like between the seats.
What? Right.
And so you see a toe. It's like a freaking toe sticking out by your elbow.
Well, never even mind if they're sticking it there. You took your freaking shoes off in an airplane.
Okay, well, public space.
Is that the same thing as wearing flip-flops or sandals on the airplane?
If your toe is touching my elbow, we've got problems.
That's something different. That's just a whole other level of gross.
But if you've been wearing shoes and your feet have been stinking in your shoes, and you're saying, oh, my dogs are barking today.
Oh, my God.
And taking your shoes off in an airplane.
This isn't a road trip.
Right, exactly.
I understand that you paid to be there, but we all paid to be there. And even though you paid good money, it is still a shared public space. Don't act like a caveman. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
And it's recirculated air, too.
Exactly.
Yes.
So now I'm breathing in your toe air, and your toe
fungus
is touching my elbow, and I cannot handle it.
Yes,
that's why
exactly.
I love the Instagram account, Passenger Shaming or whatever it is.
Yes.
I love
I've seen that
Instagram
one.
handle.
Actually, there was something on there that started me thinking about this. A woman who this cracked me up. I mean, the balls on this lady. She did not know the person that was sitting in the aisle. And whenever she would get up to go pee, she would just crawl over them. Like, didn't even ask them to get up.
Yes.
What?
She would just hike a leg and basically do like a 2-second
put
lap
their
dance.
ass in their face.
Exactly.
Right?
And it's some dude. He's just like, what is happening? She's giving him like a 2-second lap dance.
I'll give it even worse. What if they crop dust you on the way? Right? Or crop dusting down the aisle.
There are people who let a rip tater chip on airplanes, and I think that. Do you do that?
I do.
Get the
I am not ashamed of that.
Hold on. You just brought up recirculated air.
Yeah, I know.
And you're now letting her rip.
Dropping air biscuits on an airplane?
And he can't even.
I got no response.
He
Whatever.
can't even take up for himself. How do you take up for yourself?
Yeah, I made my bed. Whatever.
You made your stinky bed.
Yeah.
Ew. I have lots to go over, but Huey, it's your turn. Give us a pet peeve.
You just reminded me of, when you're watching something. And for me, I always get so annoyed when people, if I'm watching something with a group of people, they start asking questions.
Movies. People talking during movies.
Saying,
my God.
My husband is the worst at this.
So they'll ask, like, who's that?
Same thing with my wife.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Or just saying if it's something they've already seen. Wait for this part right here.
Oh,
my
yes.
God, it's coming. It's like, let me enjoy the movie in real
Every
time.
day, Huey, every day of my life. I literally just look over and raise my eyebrow.
But
every
it's like
time.
when they ask a question, it's like, I can't hear what's going on or I'm going to miss something while I'm talking to you. Like, let's discuss at
Sometimes
the end.
I do it to aggravate my wife because I don't want to. I'll say, hey, what are they doing here? She goes, watch the show.
Yeah, Jay will ask me questions about a show we're watching together.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't seen this.
We'll discuss at the end.
Yes, exactly.
No, I do that.
Pause it.
Yeah, I do that to my wife, especially with this recent season of Bridgerton. I came in because, I usually take control of the TV. So, go ahead and watch Bridgerton. I'm going to hang out here. But it's like, okay, so who's that character? Now, who's that character?
You're being an a-hole.
You're being a dick.
Well, I'm being a dick, but then I start to really get into it.
Yeah. You're an accidental fan of Bridgerton?
I am an accidental fan of Bridgerton.
Yeah, but your TV watching is questionable. I mean, you watch The Masked Singer, for God's sake.
Yeah.
And other... do you watch
lame.
Dancing with the Stars?
I did.
See?
Okay, turn in your man card right now. Okay, I'll give you. Okay, are we still on airplanes? You still watching
We can
TV?
be on anything.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
Driving. Oh, don't even get me started. People who merge onto a friggin' freeway and go 35 miles an hour when they get on the freeway.
Oh, my God.
And get in front of fast-moving traffic.
Yeah, get their ass run over.
Give me a freaking break.
That happens a lot in Pacifica because we have like this one on-ramp that's sort of funky and people are like, meh, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to run over you.
Park?
Yes, and I'm not even going to feel bad about it. Like, I'm sorry. That's on you. That's not my fault. Okay, this one is a little bit more serious, and I'm going to sound like an a-hole, but I'm just going to put it out there.
Right.
Okay.
Needy friends. I cannot handle people who are like, oh, why didn't you call me back yesterday when I called you? Like, I can't. I stop it. If we all have busy lives, we've all got a lot going on. I'll get to it. I love you, and I'll get to it.
I'll give my rule.
What?
If you call me, you're not my friend.
You know I don't like to talk on the phone. It's your fault that you're calling me. My true great friends understand that we're all busy and I love you. And if we don't talk for a week, whatever, we'll get right back around to it. This is why Gianna and I just work so well.
And unless it's of extreme importance, don't do it late at night for me.
No.
Because we wake up early in the morning.
Oh, if somebody calls me late at night, I'll call them at 4 a.m. when I wake up.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing that crap.
Right?
Right?
It's passive aggressive.
Exactly.
But I'm like, I'm asleep at 10 o'clock. And I know you're asleep at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So guess who's calling your ass?
Exactly.
That's how that works.
Oh, am I waking you the way you freaking woke me up?
I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time with people that just constantly they're just needy. Whether it's boyfriends, I've always been like that, and friends.
When it comes to contacting people, that's why I love using the voice message in the text messaging.
Yeah, but you don't have an iPhone, and it's super annoying.
There's another annoying feature.
Because the difference. No, because I'll show you. I can show you on my phone because it comes up as a voice memo thing. You have to click into play.
Yeah.
Mari and I almost solely communicate through voice memos. And I'm pointing to Mari because she's in the room. We love Mari. She does our social media. She is a queen. But her and I always do the voice memos. So you just hit record and you just blah, 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 and then it just is there. Yours, I have to click into and hit play. It's like a whole Android thing.
Oh, whatever.
So Android people, pet peeve.
Android people spend a couple more hundred
on the pet peeve today.
Hey,
green bubble, exactly. It's the green bubble.
Hey,
no,
you know
Mari
what?
knows.
Spend a couple $100 more and communicate with us iPhoners.
It's worth it. It drives me nuts. I'm very harumphy today.
Jesus, yeah. Someone has to be. Paul's not here.
I know. Yeah, that's a valid point. All right, Joe, do you have one?
Well, I kind of want to piggyback off of the airplane conversation because on my most recent vacation, this wasn't more for me, But I guess it kind of was secondary because it was more towards my wife. We took a red eye out to the East Coast, and we had the one woman on the entire plane sit right behind us who left her reading light on the entire
on an overnight,
on a red eye overnight to the East Coast.
Oh.
Now, it's a plane. Everybody just wants to get to point A to point B.
Yeah.
I'm not one to make confrontation because, first of all, in the world nowadays,
you take your shoes off to piss her off?
No, I
Stick your toe on her elbow and see what happens.
I'm not that flexible.
Crop dust her.
But it was more so annoying my wife because she was trying to get to sleep.
Yeah.
I could fall asleep anywhere. Hell, I fell asleep at a Rolling Stones concert when I was like 8.
That is sacrilege.
I know.
We remember that story.
Yeah.
But
One of 14 that he put together in one.
But I'm also like holding, our son I'm trying to get to sleep.
Yeah.
But then finally, my wife just, fed up, turn around, turn her light off. She fell asleep with the light on, the woman who was sitting behind us. But
maybe she had some kind of phobia against darkness.
She's scared of dark.
You really fucked her up.
But here's the ironic part, though. As soon as my wife turned her light off, we hear the announcement, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Oh, dude, little too late.
Then my wife just looks at me just like about to just scream.
This is why I always take earplugs and an eye mask on a flight.
I'm gonna have to get some like
Every
that
time.
for Sam.
Oh yeah,
to use next time.
It's crucial.
Okay, another subject here.
Yeah,
pet peeves.
Yeah,
I'm a fat fuck and I know it. Okay, and I diet every once in a while. And by the way, I say that I belong to a freaking course.
Yeah,
and I go to Kaiser once a week.
You call it your fat class, which is
I
the
call
worst.
it fat class, and I have done that to the class, and they go, "It's a what?"
You said it to the class?
It's a fat class. We're all fat here.
Oh my god!
And no one said anything. I said, "That's why I'm here, because I'm freaking fat."
That's like the chubby kid being dropped off at fat camp and not realizing his fat camp.
That is my pet peeve, because if you are, and I'm always dieting, right? And then I'll break my diet every once in a while if I like something.
Yeah.
But then I figure, you know what? You factor that in, you get back on the horse.
Yeah.
But what fucks me more than anything are people who are fucking fatter than shit. And I've got a buddy like this who he is literally so friggin' fat, and he's giving nutrition advice.
Oh,
and I fucking can't stand that shit. Okay, I'm taking a class, and I'm watching, and I'm counting my calories, and I'm counting points for exercises, and you know that you could have this instead. And I'm just like, I feel like sometimes, are you fucking kidding me, male camel toe over there? Shut your fucking mouth.
That reminds me of back in college, a buddy of mine. I went to the gym, and it's like, I can't seem just like, lose a little bit of weight or like, gain a little more muscle tone. This guy who's in the back of like, smoking a cigarette, like, oh, you need to do this.
And he's probably the fattest fucking guy in the room.
smoking a cigarette while you're working out.
Right, exactly.
Oh my God. In general, the people that are like, you know what you should do?
Right.
Unsolicited advice is a real annoying one too.
I was going to say like the know-it-alls. People who know everything.
The worst.
There are a couple people here at work who know
I heard a
everything.
podcast the other day and talked about this.
There are a couple people here, you tell them something and they think they have the answer for everything.
Right.
And they tell you this or that you should be doing this or that. I'm like, you're in a different department.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even know what my job entails.
Exactly.
Stop it.
I'll give you another one. Okay, this is not fat. Okay, here's another one.
We're going to be here for 2 hours.
Okay, here's another one. When I was single, okay, and you're dating a gal for a while, if you go to an event and you're with friends or something, so you guys been dating a while, when you getting married? Or even worse, when you get married, the first thing, I had this at my wedding. So you're married now, when you going to have kids?
Same thing happened at our wedding.
Oh,
I
yes.
was like, we've been married 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, seriously?
Or after you have one kid, so how many more kids are you going to have? You should have, when's your next kid?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to play the woke girl real quick, but on a real note, like that's a real asshole thing to ask a woman. Like, when are you having kids? Because a lot of women women don't have the choice. Like,
Right.
they can't help themselves.
And a
they
lot
don't
of
know-
guys like anal sex.
Yeah.
I'm on fire today.
We have to do more podcasts where Lamont is pissed off about the topic. Because he just comes in at level 15.
Right?
It's just right here.
Like, come on, people. I was asked that so many times. I've got 3 kids already, so you can have another kid. No, we're into anal sex and oral sex now.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
wish me luck on that.
Since Tonelli's not here, let's take a stab at what his pet peeves might be. What do you think?
People who don't drink enough with them.
Right?
Not enough storage space.
That's for sure.
Oh,
That's
this friggin' guy.
Can we start with pet peeve?
Oh, yeah.
People who don't eat garlic.
Yeah, right. Okay, Tonelli, we love you, but a pet peeve is people who hoard in areas that aren't their own homes.
Right.
For instance,
Exactly.
the radio station studio.
Oh, by the way, there was a time that it looked like a homeless guy was set up at his workstation.
Yeah.
That he saved every piece of paper and every newspaper for friggin' 8 years.
I
and it
usually
was
toss
piled
those.
up.
Oh my God. When we moved from the old building,
Yes.
I had to help pack up the old office. And he
Yeah.
had, how many decades of Playboys were in there?
I'm
would
not
you say?
sure.
Boxes and boxes.
Probably from the
because
original year.
He prided himself on that because we used to get a free subscription to Playboy.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he filed them in order of the dates.
Oh, I know.
He spent
I
more
packed them
time
up.
on that than anything on the show.
But he didn't
my
pack them
God.
up and he didn't move them. I did.
Exactly.
But he loves those. I think he still has them. And I don't think anybody got rid of them or anything.
He still has those.
Yeah.
And we were told, well, you got to clear this stuff out. They're
Yeah.
in boxes.
Yeah.
I said, well, Paul, they're yours.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just keep them here at work. I go, you can't keep them at work. There's nowhere for them.
Because he can't take them home. Lisa would murder him if he
Right,
brought
exactly.
50 years of Playboys home.
Just
Can you
stash them
imagine?
under his bed.
What were you going to say? Yeah.
Remember just recently cleaning the office last year.
Oh, my
him going through stuff
God.
and throwing and that was such a pain just to get him focused and do this. He kept
my God.
avoiding it for
Well,
so
and
long.
he's like, "This is cool." We went through
Yeah.
we went through probably a dumpster size amount of CDs.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
and,
Oh, yeah.
and not only, remember, I mean, Huey and I went through every one with him, and it was such a process because each
he
one.
weighed every single one. Well, I don't know if we should get rid of this.
Oh, and then he
Yeah.
would start thinking of people he could give them to. He was like, oh, this is Shannon's pile now.
Yeah.
And then we have Tony's pile over here. And Chasta, I really think you should take this home to Jay. I'm like, oh my God, just throw them in the dumpster. and now my office is full of CDs I don't even want to keep. They're Tonelli's.
we could stream these anywhere.
Yeah.
It's called streaming.
Yes.
But he doesn't know because he doesn't have that kind of phone.
Yes, exactly.
Tonelli's never going to want to miss
Okay, I'll
another
give you another
podcast.
one.
Get on my ass for having an Android phone. He doesn't even have a phone.
I know, but that's Tonelli. That's just how he
I'll
rolls.
give you another one. At work, okay, warming up fucking stinky food in the friggin' microwave. We had someone here at the radio station. They don't work here any longer. They were on some kind of special diet.
He was on a bacon diet.
It was on a bacon friggin' diet.
Remember
Now,
that?
I love bacon. Let me
Every
tell
morning.
you this.
I know.
But you could friggin' smell bacon in this place, and you're a vegetarian.
That's my least favorite smell
Okay.
on earth.
No.
That's
I'll give you a
unfortunate.
worse
More
one
than
in the
poop.
microwave. Fish.
Oh, yeah.
Fish
yeah.
in the microwave?
Yeah.
Who fucking does that shit?
Seriously, though, she would do bacon and fish like all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
they were
know.
on a fish diet, and all of a sudden, I had fish last night, and I didn't eat the whole thing, so I'm warming it up.
I mean, shouldn't that be like an office rule that you just don't bring fish into
Yeah.
an office space because
Right.
it is so smelly, like overly
Although,
smelly.
quite honestly, we couldn't prove it was her or SBL with her stinky crotch walking down the hallway.
SBL isn't getting warmed up in the microwave. I mean, we're one to talk about the
Scientific
microwave.
experiment. I'm asking her for a panty so I can warm them up in the microwave.
God.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that's coming from the morning show who cooks your placenta
I
in a
was just
microwave.
going to say.
Oh, we have to buy a new microwave for that one.
I was
Yeah.
going to say we haven't even told that story on the podcast. The headline is we cooked my placenta after I had Cody. Actually, we had Chef Ryan Scott.
Yes, prepare it in the microwave.
Yeah, after miscommunications that he was supposed to bring a hot plate.
Yeah, when he came, he was like, we were like, "Where's your pots?" And he's like, "You're not putting your placenta in my pots." And I'm like, "You didn't bring anything?" And
Right.
he says, "No." We're like, "Microwave it is."
the most MacGyver recipe
Well, and then
ever.
he went in the kitchen and was trying to find ingredients to add to it.
As nasty as it sounds, it was pretty tasty. That guy can cook.
You're welcome.
Exactly.
No, I did more of the cooking on that, I think.
You hit start.
Now,
My
Jay-
body hit start.
Okay,
Jay press start.
While we're on the subject of food, going to a friggin' restaurant and having a couple people at your table, everyone orders their food, and then they go, ooh, that looks pretty good. Do you mind if I have some of your food?
Oh.
Keep your friggin' stinky ass fingers out of my plate. I don't know where they've been.
I will stab your finger with a fork.
My wife is like that, too.
I do not even feel bad.
Unless it wasn't already previously agreed upon that you get that so we can share.
Yeah.
Because we both were interested.
I don't
won't
even
do
bother
that.
asking
Really?
my wife. I mean,
I'm like your
if
wife.
she orders something and I
Off
go,
limits.
hey, you know what? And do you want to share that? She goes, no, I'm not sharing. Order your own.
I think it's because I'm a vegetarian, so I always have limited options. So I get pissed off at people who can eat anything they want, and then they choose my vegetarian food. I'm like, no, F you.
Right.
Because you give me shit about being a vegetarian. You are not allowed to touch my food. The only person that can touch my plate is Cody. Only one
well,
ever.
yeah.
If Jay even comes close to me, I start growling.
My wife won't even share with the kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
She won't share. She goes, no, you order that yourself.
She's more, well, maybe when he gets older. I'll be
Exactly.
like that too.
Yeah.
Oh, that pisses me off. Oh my God, Jay knows better.
I'll give you another one in a restaurant. Going with someone and them never friggin' offering Huey to pay the bill or even
knew this was coming.
offering to split the frickin' bill. Come on. 4.5 fucking years of lunches. Not once those friggin' T-Rex arms have never reached for a friggin' wallet.
You go for the wallet. I mean, you do make about 400 times more than him.
And I understand that, but it's nice. It's nice to go, hey, just to offer. Chasta, you've offered before, and I go, no, it's okay, I've got it.
That's
just
true.
to have someone offer once every fucking 300 times you go.
Yeah, we're making San Francisco minimum wage.
Yeah, right.
Right? Oh, the guy who with no rent lives at home.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway.
Takes care of his family.
Right, yeah.
To be fair.
I
To
do,
be fair.
yeah.
Spends it all on friggin' wrestling toys.
They're called
They're gonna be-
action figures.
They're going to be
Right.
worth something someday, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his savings
Maybe when he
account.
cashes those in.
Yeah.
Yes,
he'll take
exactly.
us for lunch.
Yeah. One day, he's going to hold you to that. You know he will.
This lunch is brought to you by,
But even
brother.
splitting the bill would be nice.
One more about eating because you're reminding me of things. It makes me very uncomfortable, and this is probably more of a me issue, I guess, than them. When people start complaining about their food or sending it back or whatever, and they get really overzealous about it.
Yes.
I get really uncomfortable and sweaty.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, they're going to spit on the rest of our food.
Exactly. I was
right?
going to say, because they're just going to be pissed at the table. They're going to take it out on everybody. I've been a waitress in a lot of different places, and that stuff happens.
They're going to rub their balls on your food.
Exactly.
Have you not seen the movie Waiting? Come on.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I worked in a restaurant as a kid. I know.
You can complain and send it back, like do your thing, but just be
And
kind
there
about
are,
it.
thank you,
Yeah.
there are legitimate friggin' complaints.
Sure.
Like if you order a steak and it's frozen and raw
was
inside
just about
and
to
you
mention
want
that.
it like medium or medium well.
Just don't be a dick about
exactly.
it. Just
say, hey, you know what? And most times I won't say anything. And if the waitress comes and they say, oh, didn't you want yours medium? And I go, yeah, I didn't want to say anything. They'll take it back for you.
Classy
You
move.
don't make a friggin' stink over it. But just like, hey, is this thing, did they just butcher it and send it to my table?
Oh my God, that's the
That guy's
worst.
a friggin' asshole to the friggin' waiting staff? Come on.
That makes me cringe. Also, this is my last one, I swear. We could be here all day off this. When you're out with somebody and they insist on grabbing the bill, which is very nice.
Right.
But then they don't tip. Have you ever had that happen?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then
What?
you're just like, can I get the tip? They're like, no, I got it.
Or
I got you.
even
and I'm
when
like,
they offer for the tip and then offer like 5%.
5%, and then
like,
you're
why
sitting
even
there.
bother?
And I think the problem is, like, we work in an industry where sometimes people know who we are. So then, like, they're like, oh, that a-hole didn't tip.
Right.
And I'm like, I didn't have a choice. So I will literally sometimes be like, oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom and run back to the table
And make sure the
throw
tip
down
is big
money
enough. Yeah.
Because I can't handle it. Again,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
working in
Working in the service industry.
service industry.
Yeah.
You just see all the
Backhanded
a-holes.
compliments.
Yeah.
Oh, how's about this one? Okay.
Oh. I get these from listeners fairly often.
You're such a good-looking person. You look really tired today, though.
Yeah. I get all kinds of stuff. Like, Oh, my favorite is whenever I meet listeners, they're like, "Oh, you're really pretty. I thought you would look different." Whenever
right? Or
what does that mean?
You don't look as good in person as I thought you do in your pictures.
You look great in pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice to meet you. A lot of people think I'm blonde too,
Or
which
even
always
worse.
makes me laugh.
Well, you look a lot better than you do in your pictures. What do I look like, Quasimodo in my fucking picture?
I know, right? I know. Yeah, I think people want to be nice, but they just word vomit. You know, they just comes out faster than they can stop it. I don't necessarily think it's self-sabotage. They're just being assholes. All right. Is that enough for today?
Well, I could go on for another 3 hours, but I think this will wrap up today's episode.
We'll do a part 2, part 3. And you know what? To be fair, sometime when Tonelli is back, we'll let him say his piece.
Yeah.
So he can come back at us.
Right.
Maybe we'll give him a chance to talk about his pet peeves towards us, which is probably when we make fun of him for stinking like garlic.
Right, exactly.
All right. We'll end on that note. Thank you guys for being here. We love you so much. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.